Hi, hello. I just thought I'd put together a little video using the circuit tracks and the Roland MC101 together, just really to show how well they work together and how easy it is to pair them up. I am no expert at all in musical groove boxes. I just dabble around with them. There's plenty of professional YouTubers out there who probably do a much better job, but anyway, I thought it might be interesting to a few people. So it's pretty much a dream combination, because I love the sounds of the Roland MC101, but it's such a ball ache to sequence anything with it. I've found it's just a menu diving shift pressing nightmare to sequence either the simplest of tracks, and there's no undo either, which is a complete pain in the arse. But I love the way the circuit works. I love the workflow on that. I only ever had the original circuit very briefly, never really used it, so the circuit tracks is sort of completely new to me, and I've really grown used to the workflow, and I've only had it a day. So I think, yeah, it's definitely my sort of thing, and being able to bring in any sounds from any other synths or boxes or wherever, bring them all into the circuit, mix them with the synth and drum tracks you got there, is really brilliant. It's sort of a game changer, and it's the sort of thing I've been looking for, really. Sort of everything in one box, so it's good stuff and not a computer in sight. So anyway, let's have a go and see what we can come up with. This isn't going to be brilliant, I can tell you. We'll just have a little jam. So you can see I've just connected up. I've taken the headphones out into the audio in of the circuit tracks there, and I've just connected, sorry, excuse me sniffing, I'm a bit coldy, and I've just got the MIDI out from the circuit into the Roland, into the MC101. So let's see what we can come up with. Not a lot at the minute. Okay, so they're the two synth tracks I've got there. And we go on to the MIDI. No, it should be working. Well, it was working yesterday. I've probably done something really obviously stupid. Wires everywhere here, look at this. I love all these groove boxes, but I hate the wires. Wires everywhere. And of course, the first thing you don't do is plug the plug the audio out into the audio out of the circuit, because that ain't gonna work. You've got to make sure the audio out goes to the audio in. That's better. See, I told you I make a stupid mistake. I'm such a professional. Here we go. Yeah, so now so by default MIDI 1 on the circuit is MIDI channel 3, which makes sense. So you've got synth 1, synth 2, MIDI 1 is number 3, and so you use channel 3 on the MC101. Now there is a way apparently to renumber all these, but I haven't a clue how to do that. That's a bit beyond me at this stage. So we're just going we're just doing it all as if we just plugged it in straight from the box sort of thing. Default all the way. And you can see MIDI channel 3, and you can just select the sound you want on the MC101. And there's like something like 4,000 sounds on the 101. And you can also use the macro knobs on the circuit to control the sounds as well. Now what each one does, I have not got a clue. I'll just twiddle with them and hope for the best. I thought this one was a filter one, but I don't know what that's doing. But there are so many sounds on this thing. That's a bit more filtery. But to be able to bring all these sounds straight into the circuit is just fantastic. Let's just try recording a little something. So this isn't going to be fantastic. Sounds, I don't know, the quantizing thing's a bit, I don't know if the quantizer's on or off. That sounded a bit off, but I haven't quite got my head around all the quantizing. And also the way you can set the speed, not the tempo, but sort of the, I'll call it the resolution, I think, of the patterns. So I tend to slow mine down a bit. Yeah, see, that's full, so this one is slightly slower. So you'll see the timeline move slightly slower throughout the pattern. I think if you haven't got a lot of note changes, maybe a lot of less detail, this sort of works out fine, and the patterns can last a bit longer. It's great being out. I didn't even think I'd be able to tweak the sounds with the macro knobs. I thought I'd just have to do it on the actual MC101, but you know, it's great to be able to tweak them on there. Let's stick a simple drum thing down. So I think this pattern is going to be boring as hell, but it's going to give you an idea of how easy it is to put something together. And that is the real strength of the circuit. It's so easy to put anything together, you know. It's like refreshing to have a world full of no menu diving, hardly any shift presses. It's great fun. It's just great fun. I mean, people are going to moan, you know, about the features that they haven't included on the circuit tracks, but to me, they've just kept it simple. You know, they've doubled the length of the patterns and stuff. But basically, you can fit twice as much as anything, as opposed to the old one. The store doubled the amount of patterns, doubled the amount of projects and stuff. Choose a preset now. I'm guessing that Novation are going to be selling sound packs for this, because you can store as many sound packs, well, up to about 32 sound packs I think, on the SD card. So that's going to save you, you know, on the old circuit, every time you want to change sounds you used to have to connect to a computer. That's going to alleviate that. You download them straight to the SD card, Bob's your uncle. So yeah, just mixing up, you know, the internal synth with stuff from outside, nice and easily. Great stuff. Oop, shame I can't play anything. I'm such a bodger, I tell you. I think this is probably about the first demo video I've actually done, and it's probably going to be the last one. I'll leave it to the proper YouTubers out there, I think, but I just thought this might be interesting to someone. If somebody like me who doesn't really have a clue what I'm doing can get it going, then I think anyone shouldn't really have too many problems with this. And of course you could replace the MC101 with pretty much any MIDI controlled device, I guess. You know, I'm going to try, I've got a Korg monologue, which I'm going to try next week or something. I've also got an MPC1, but I'm not sure how that would connect, so I'm probably going to disconnect the circuit up to the two synths, see either the 101 or the Korg, I think. So many good sounds on the 101 now, and they're just built-in presets, you know, which is fine. I'm not into designing sounds really. I mean, I've got the monologue if I want to tweak stuff, but I'm quite happy to use presets in my tunes. So if you're a bit of a preset freak, you know, I think there's something like 4,000 presets that come with the MC101. Should be enough for anyone really. I mean, this is a bit cheesy, this pattern, but you know, put a bit of effort in and you can really come up with some great stuff. You know, 10 minutes of tooling around with a thing and you can come up with something. And you haven't got to battle any interface to get your ideas down, you know. Get something that sounds good, chain a couple of patterns together, hit the save button, job done. Which is probably why the original circuit was so popular, I guess. So that's another great thing, where the old circuit was just 16 steps, now we've doubled it to 32 steps. Just one button press takes you to the next set of 16 steps, the next page. Just adds stuff to it. Click track off. It's got a click track as well. Metronome, always helpful. You can still obviously control it using the actual, you know, MC101 if you want. You've got the faders there, you can fade stuff in and out. So we doubled the amount of presets from 64 to 128. On the circuit, so you've got 128 presets, you know, plus 4,000 MC101 sounds. Or whatever synth you want to use, you know. I think you're never going to run out of sounds, you're never going to get bored. You can go onto the Novation Components website and they've got like MIDI templates set up for different synths. Unfortunately the Roland's not on there, but they've got like the Mini Novas on there. There's a couple of Volcas I think, which I think you can download to your tracks, but I don't know, these seem to work, they do something. And the master filter affects it as well. So yeah, anything you pipe in goes through the master filter, so that works. And also effects, I'll have a quick look at the effects in a minute. This is the effects, this is the delay, echo. Now which, I'm quite sure which knob controls, it's MIDI, what's that, MIDI 3, track 3 isn't it? Turn these off and see if we can get some effects on here. So MIDI 2. There's a way apparently of holding one screen and doing this view lock. I haven't got my head around that yet. Sorry about that. Work out how you get the effects actually on there. Wow, oh you have a third knob, MIDI 3, yeah. I was thinking it was going to be the one above the MIDI 2, but no, it's the third one, that's it. So you can hear the delay on there. Some nice delays. And then you've got you get some weird and wonderful stuff going. and then press that down. This is the reverbs. So plenty of reverb delay on there. Bring in the rest of it. So yeah, that's just the circuit tracks working with the MC101. If I can do it, anyone can get them working together. Change the sounds and stuff. So I like, you just change the sounds after the event, you know. I'll be all day going from my 4,000 presets. Anyway, hope you found that useful, and I'm off to go and try and make some more music. Okay, cheers folks, bye.